Thank you for watching Policy and Prejudice. My name is Chris Stevenson. I have a very special guest this evening, Dr. William Holley. And you have the name of your business, because I think it's very important. I want people to know this because I like the name of it.
Okay.
Okay, and it's called the what?
Well, now what we've changed is absolutely affordable foot care.
Absolutely affordable foot care. And you're the CEO or the president or
yes.
The owner, whatever.
Yeah, all that.
All that.
All that. It's my vision because of the things that I've seen. A lot of people want foot care but can't necessarily afford it.
Okay.
So and then I ran out of the 20-some years I've been doing podiatry here in Western New York. I found that out.
All right. So you're basically a podiatrist and a concerned citizen.
Podiatrist, concerned citizen, minister.
Minister.
Yes.
Now, what church do you minister in?
Well, currently I'm with Reverend Prejudice at True Bethel. But before that, I pastored a church with my father, alongside of my father, for 10 years. It's at St. James Missionary Baptist Church. He died roughly 7 years ago, and subsequent to that, with the demands of the practice and things, I decided to merge with True Bethel. So that's what we did.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
That's good. The thing about here, I take it that you were busy. I think last weekend at a homeless.
Well, last weekend what I really have been more intent on being more engaged and availing myself in the community. So last weekend, Buffalo had their Black Music Conference, and then Sheila Brown had asked me the station manager asked me to be a part of it because they had a health fair component, and then I brought the idea to her to say ask her whether or not she would like to have a shoe drive for the homeless, and she said she would. So it was good that we were able to collaborate on the effort. We had a number of shoes that were donated, and we are in the process of giving those to people in different shelters that need shoes. All right.
Yeah. So who donates the shoes?
Well, we had a variety of people because we were airing on the radio, so a number of people said that they would like to, and they did, in fact, come by. And some people are still calling, and they're saying, well, look, I couldn't get down last weekend. Are you still accepting shoes? And we still are. So anyone that would like to donate shoes, we still will make, we will collect them and then make sure the appropriate people get the shoes. All right.
Okay. Very good. Very good. What inspired you to know all there is about the agony of defeat? That's why.
That's good. Yeah. I often get that question. I always struggle with an answer, but largely I'd always envisioned becoming a physician. So, and then I guess people want to be a fire chief, or you want to be this, you want to be that. I wanted to be a physician. Although my father became a minister a few months before I was born. So, and then my family members always encouraged me to be a minister, which I ended up being one, but that was not my passion originally.
Okay, all right.
So medicine was always that, and then I guess it was after conversations with different healthcare professionals, I narrowed it down to podiatry because I figured at least no one should be calling me in the middle of the night for ingrown toenail or something like that. So. I mean, it was more of a selfish decision, I guess, in some senses, but that was just my decision. I wanted to be able to help in the area of healthcare, but I didn't want the demands of the ER and things like that.
Now, see, how important are the feet to? And I've heard this before, several people. How important are the feet to in terms of the human body?
Well, I mean, it's extremely important. I mean, because basically, as anyone can attest, I mean, your feet take you wherever you go. They're your main means of transportation. So there's a number of things that impact the feet on a daily basis, that people just overlook unless they're in tremendous pain. Because most of the people that come to the office are people like, look, I just can't take it anymore. I mean, or after they try to perform bathroom surgeries on themselves or whatever, like if they got the ingrown nail or they got this callus or whatever, they try to do it in the bathroom, and once they find out that this just isn't working, or they cut themselves so badly, like I need to go to the emergency room or run to the doctor, then they finally come in. So but definitely diabetics, persons that are always on their feet, do a lot of standing, or people that have engaged in various sports, especially summertime now. A lot of people are doing very active, so it's a good time to go to the podiatrist.
Okay, all right. Now I know, like I think with our people also, because we come from the South. Okay, because my father used to have what I call country feet. Okay, I don't have to go into detail.
No,
All right, and I always says, "What in the world?" I said, "Yeah, I used to remember." I say, "You like that? You don't need shoes." And so we put more miles on our feet than the average people of the world.
Yes.
Okay, especially back in the day.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And I've noticed that, and I knew a sister named Penny Richter. She used to have she was an herb lady. I don't know if you know her or not.
Okay.
But she used to really be.
I think I know.
Yeah, and she was in the foot massages and all.
Oh yes.
Okay,
yes,
and she had a storefront back in the day on Minnesota and Bailey Street, whatever. And she was real good at that. And her thing was the feet and the eye.
Okay.
She could look at your eyes and tell you where everything was wrong with you.
Yes, those are two areas.
Yeah, and physically, I think she felt that foot massage was therapeutic for the whole body. Okay, and how do you see that? How do you?
Well, I do see that. I mean, because actually, it is a science to that. It's the area of reflexology.
Yeah.
And my wife is taking some coursework in that, and she's certified in that. And then I have some other persons that avail themselves at various times to actually perform reflexology, where they actually massage certain nerve endings in the feet, which have been proven to really have an effect on other parts of the body. If you have problems with your sinuses or other areas of your body, just the massaging of your feet,
right,
make about a change, turn about a change.
What about soaking them?
Warm
water and all that stuff. That's the old-fashioned way.
Well, I mean, that still works though. I mean, it's still. I mean, the old things, old cures, still work. And I have told a number of patients that's what I do. If they, I do advise them. I mean, depending on the problem, but I mean, there a lot of times that soaking your feet works wonders.
Now, how do people get in touch with you?
Oh, and getting in contact with me, they can call me in my office at 862-9957. We're still on Main Street, but we moved a few doors away. We were in the main wellness center, which is the building that I purchased and appropriately named. Yeah. And we were there for like 12 years.
All right.
Now I since had we sold the building and we're going through some restructuring. So now I'm affiliated with a general surgeon that's a few doors away. So that the main wellness center has been sold. I've now merged with a general surgeon. Okay,
all right, I got you. Now we hear about ailments oftentimes, like hammer toes and things like this. What are the best ways to treat that or prevent it?
Well, I mean, in terms of treatment, well, as a result of having a hammer toe, you may develop a corn, or on your toe, because the toe being in an abnormal position within the shoe will cause friction, and that friction then brings about a thickening of the skin or corn. So we can treat that, you can come to the office and we'll actually use a scalpel blade and actually trim down the callus or corn. Okay. And now, in terms of preventing it from recurring, like the pain because the toe was in an abnormal position in the shoe, or the corn development, then that requires further surgery, and I can do that as well.
All right. Now, what about we were talking about? I think you were telling me before in your email another condition. I can't remember the word. It was a long word that you used.
Well, I mean, plantar fasciitis or heel pain or I mean.
What was that again?
Okay. Plantar fasciitis is a
spell that.
Okay. PLANTAR FASCITIS. Now, what that really means is that you just have pain in your heel, and that pain in your heel develops over time. It's just a medical term assigned to having a certain type of pain in your heel. Okay. And with that, that can be treated without surgery. Okay. We can do injections. We can do you can get arch supports to go in your shoes, or orthotics is the more appropriate name. And then there's other exercises that can be performed. So there's various ways to treat it. And there's other physical therapy means of treating it. So, but during the summer, again, when you're being more active, like you all winter, you've just been laying around eating just donuts, whatever you've been doing, ice cream, whatever you've just been, just been relaxing throughout the winter. But then in the summertime, then I want to be active. I want to go to the park and run and jog and stuff. Well, that sudden increase of pressure to your foot can end up causing plantar fasciitis or heel pain.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of times people, because of their increased activity, will call me to assist them with that problem.
Wow, that is incredible. That's a heck of a word.
Well, plantar because it's on the bottom of your heel. Fasciitis because it's actually inflammation of the fascial tissue connected to the heel. So that's where the name comes from.
Now, what's the most common ailment that you see, foot ailment that you see in African Americans?
Well, I mean, I see a lot of ingrown toenails. We see, I see a lot of bunions because a lot of that is genetic, you know, and then also persons trying to squeeze their feet and two shoes that are too tight. Because I see a lot of women that, well, I'm not gonna bash them today. Father's Day tomorrow. I'm not bashing anybody, but it's tomorrow.
We all like that. We all pressured them to do that. And that's what they're doing.
Yeah.
But like I said, it's not always the same. It's not always the same thing.
It's not the same thing, but I mean, but I have ladies like, look, don't talk to me about my shoes. They're cute. I like them. I'm gonna wear them. So I mean, what are you gonna do?
You can't do anything. Just let it go. Yeah, have a nice day. You know? That's it.
And she said, I only wear them for a few hours just to look cute. And after that, I kick them off.
Yeah.
So okay, if you want to go through the pain just to look gorgeous, that's all you do.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of shoes, we had that walk with Melinda.
Oh yes. That amazed me. That really amazed me.
Yeah, what kind of shoes was he wearing?
You know, I was really trying to get a good glimpse of that. I couldn't tell.
No, they said his mother. I think my cousin told me that his mom made those shoes.
It had to be because I'd never seen any shoes designed like that.
Me either.
I was really impressed about that walk. I was like, how he maintained his balance and the control over the feet because. I was, discussing with another colleague of mine. We were watching a dentist friend of mine. We were watching it. I was like, look, man, his foot somewhere along had to start cramping or something, and he still maintained his balance.
Well, I heard he practices in front of a giant fan that blows 50 miles an hour.
Oh yes, that's what they said. Yeah, they said.
And the wind was blowing yesterday. You're just looking at the mist and everything. The falls. You know, that was going. Plus, it's slippery.
That really
cable
amazed
is
me.
slippery.
That was utterly amazing.
Yeah. So I'm amazed by that, and it's like he maintains his balance because it's a lot more than just a shoe. He's got to be a hell of an athlete.
Oh yes. Yeah.
So I was just mesmerized.
Oh, I really was. I mean, because again, as being a podiatrist, I was like looking at his feet, man, because that was the main thing that kept him sliding on his feet across the whole thing. So I mean, that was really amazing.
That is
amazing to watch.
And having, I don't know if you saw the clips where his grandfather, decades ago, fell off, even before we were born.
Oh yeah, I did see some clips of that.
Yeah, the old black and white reel where he had tried that without the harness. Of course, so they didn't use that back then. But he goes generations back. This guy, his family has been doing this for years, for generations.
We showed he did his family proud yesterday.
Yeah, he sure did.
I mean, the world proud. I mean, that was amazing.
Yeah, and that shows you what you can do with focus.
Oh yeah,
That's the thing about it. But like I said, I'm not gonna go too long. I like to thank you for coming.
Oh no,
And I know what activities you had. Just the Juneteenth weekend.
Well, Juneteenth weekend, I plan on attending to basically to be there to address questions and things like that.
Okay. You got some sort of presentation or something?
Well, no, they have a health care tent that I'll be there on hand to address questions and things.
All
like
right.
that. So when I leave here, that's what I plan on doing today.
All right.
And then tomorrow with the family's Father's Day and everything. And I'll go back tomorrow, but then spend some time with the family tomorrow.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Excellent. So, like I said, once again, give the people your information. How to get in touch
yes.
with you.
We're located at 2178 Main Street. The phone number is 862-9957. It's 862-9957. So the number hasn't changed, and actually we haven't changed much. We just shifted a few doors away. So we're still on Main Street, still across from Sisters, and actually we're a little more accessible because now they have those dividers in the center of the street. It's a little easier to get to where we are now. So they can get a lot more immediate access. Still very accessible.
All right.
And then it's absolutely affordable foot care. So the point I want to make is there is absolutely no reason to neglect your feet. So if you say you don't have any money, we have payment plans available. We accept checks. We have Care credit card that we now are partnered with. So there's no reason that you should not get your feet taken care of.
Excellent. Okay, thank you for watching Policy and Prejudice. You all have a good weekend. Have a safe one. For clbTV, and a big thank you for WAFO for allowing us to use their facilities. Good evening.